Hi friends, welcome to another one of our Craft With Us Monday afternoons. Thanks so much for joining me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Brittany. I'm one of the children's librarians here at the Winchester Public Library, but most everybody calls me Miss B. So, hello friends, and welcome. Today, if you picked up one of our craft bags this morning, you got Shrinky Dinks. And if you're just watching and you didn't pick up one of our craft bags and you're like, what's a Shrinky Dink? I'll tell you. This is definitely a slightly different craft from ones we've been doing recently because this one involves very specific pieces. What we've been doing so far are crafts that you can use with most of the things you find around your house. This is very different. This comes from a kit. You can pick it up on Amazon. If you have any questions about where to find Shrinky Dinks or after anything like that, please don't hesitate to send us a message afterwards at WinPubLib and we'll answer any questions that you have. So, Shrinky Dinks come as pieces of plastic. So you should have gotten a couple of blank Shrinky Dink pieces and one with an outline. I have a princess here and two plain ones. And you should have gotten a keychain with a little jump ring and a couple of colored pencils. You're gonna need a few other things. So friends, this is definitely a unique craft, unique to what we do. You're gonna need a grown-up friend. So grown-ups, hi out there, grown-ups, friends, grab a buddy, grab a grown-up buddy because we're gonna be using some scissors. We're gonna be using an oven or a toaster oven. So whenever we're around heat, make sure we have our grown-up with us. We also have a hole punch and maybe even a wrench we might need. So lots of tools, lots of help today, lots of teamwork. So, what you want to do first, if you're going to do this, if you haven't done it already, is you want to preheat your oven. So make sure we grab that grown up and we preheat our oven to about 325 and let it get nice and hot. This works in a toaster oven too, and it goes much faster. It's not that warm outside today, but in the summer months, you don't want to turn your oven on. A toaster oven just works just as well. I tried one, so I have a finished one to show you. And I did it in my toaster oven and it just works just as easily. So you can use your toaster oven or your regular oven. So make sure we have a cookie sheet and you cover it with either some parchment paper or some aluminum foil. So you'll need to use that from home too, and get your oven preheated and ready to go while you prep your Shrinky Dinks. All right, so here is my Shrinky Dink. This is my princess right here. Okay, so friends, you can color on your Shrinky Dinks. I would recommend that you use either colored markers or colored pencils. Washable markers and crayons, they don't really stay. Crayons get kind of melty and goopy, and the washable markers don't stick. So if you're gonna use a colored pencil, there's two sides. If you've got your Shrinky Dink, you see this is very shiny on this side, and on the back side, it's a little rougher. So if you're gonna use your colored pencils, you wanna color on the rough side. And if you're gonna use a Sharpie marker or another different permanent marker, which I don't have here with me today, you wanna color on the shiny side. So I'll say that one more time. If you want to use a colored pencil, color on the rough side. And if you're gonna use a permanent marker, color on the shiny side. Okay, so can get as creative as you want, where ultimately we're gonna cut, use our scissors, using our grown-ups' help, around this dotted line right here. Friends, do you see? So it's okay, you can color whatever you want. I'm not gonna color everything. I'm gonna show you a finished piece, but I'm gonna give her stripy hair because it's my Shrinky Dink and I can do whatever I want. So she's gonna have purple and yellow hair. Yeah, she is. She's gonna have a purple streak and a yellow streak. All right. So, as you can see, the color is showing up on my Shrinky Dink, just like that. And this is a big one. This is about the size of my hand here. But like the name says, it's gonna shrink down when we put it in the oven. So, for the sake of our program today, I'm not going to color the whole thing in today, but you should be as creative and specific and detailed as you would like to be, okay? But just press hard to make sure that color goes through. as you color your Shrinky Dink and color the whole thing in. Okay? All right. And then if you have a plain one, you can just do whatever it is that you want to do on your Shrinky Dink. But the same rules apply. If you've got your permanent markers, do the shiny side. And if you've got your colored pencils, do the rough side. Okay? So there we go. And so by now, if we have our toaster oven, it should be pretty warm. If we have our regular oven, it should still be warming up. So you want to take your scissors, again, grab that grown-up, friends, and we cut around the dotted line of our Shrinky Dink. We cut all the way around, okay? Like that. And you'll notice, friends, I'll get up to the top and I'll show you. Hi, friends, there you are. All right, you'll notice, I get up to the top here, you'll see there's another little cutout dot. And that's where we do our hole punch. If you want to turn it into a keychain, that's what you do. You want to do it before we put it in the oven, because if you put it in the oven, it shrinks down. There's going to be no space to punch a hole. So just make sure you get that hole punch. Whoop, right in there. There it is. There's our hole for our keychain that will thread through after we put it in the oven. All right, so I'm going to finish cutting this out, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like. All right, so here we go. Ooh, my screen keeps going dark on me. There you are. All right, so this is what it looks like, but imagine it's all colored in. There we go. So a little camera magic. Princess down. Heart up. Whoop, and I dropped it. This is what one looks like. See, it gets a little thicker on the side. And believe it or not, friends, this was even bigger than the keychain ring. And now it fits inside. So it really shrunk up when I put it in the oven. You put it in the oven for somewhere between 1 and 3 minutes. And very important, friends, when your oven is ready and your Shrinky Dink is ready to go, you put it down on your parchment paper or your foil to put it in the oven. About halfway through, so at about a minute and a half, it's gonna curl up and you're gonna say, oh no, it's ruined. Trust me, it's not ruined. That's just the way that it shrinks up. It looks like it's gonna curl up and it's gonna stay that way, but it doesn't. It's gonna flatten back out. About 30 seconds later, it's gonna flatten right back out and it's gonna look like this neat little keychain here, like that. So here's another part, friends, where we grab our grown-up. This is our last step if you wanna turn it into a keychain. If you just wanna keep it, then you can keep it. Now, if we have young brothers and sisters around the house, friends, just make sure some of these can get really tiny when they Shrinky Dink up. So just make sure we keep them away from all of our babies and toddlers where they might put these in their mouths. Okay? All right. So we have something called a jump ring. This should be in your bag right there. It's got a little gap in the middle if you can see it. And we thread it right on the edge of our Shrinky Dink. And let's see if I can do this. Pressure's on, the camera's on. Let's see if I can do it. And then we put our key ring on just like that. And this is, again, we're grabbing our grown-ups. We've got lots of good teamwork going on today, friends. And we just close it up with our tool. Or if your grown-up is really strong, they might be able to pinch it closed with their fingers. I've got a Shrinky Dink keychain that I made all by myself with some grown-up help. So there we go. Those are our Shrinky Dinks. So friends, just like with anything that gets hot, remember, when you go to take your Shrinky Dinks out of the oven, make sure you have your grown-up help you. And I know it's hard, you want to finish it up. We have to wait a few minutes because it's going to get a little hot. So just let your grown-up put it down and just wait a few minutes. And then when it cools down, you can do this last step and turn it into your very own Shrinky Dink keychain that you made all on your own. All right, friends, that was Shrinky Dinks for today. Thank you so much for joining me on our Monday afternoon craft with us. Our craft bags go out every Monday morning right around 9 a.m. on the side door by the parking lot. So line up and come get yours and craft with us next week. Same time, same place. So my friends, as always, be kind, be safe. Wear your mask. and wash your hands. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.